What's up YouTube? It's your girl Yoga by Biola here with the YouTube video. We are continuing with our 3-week Intro to Yoga series. This is the last class of that series. We're going to be going into standing and balancing postures today. What you'll need today is a yoga strap. If you don't have a yoga strap, you can use a rope. You can use a tie, you can use a thin towel, you can use a belt, so you can improvise and make it do what it do. Go ahead and get those tools and I'll meet you right back here in a hot second. Alright fam, welcome back. Let's go ahead and get started. We are starting in a tabletop position, hands and knees position. 2 fists worth of space in between the knees, 5 fingers rooted and grounded into the Z-mat. I want you to push off into the hands, expand through the back of the heart, and relax through the shoulders, extend through the neck. We're just going to start with an inhale, extending the right leg back. Now, really quickly before I go into this, if you have sensitive knees, take a blanket and pad your knees. We will be on the knees in the beginning, so if you have sensitive knees, go ahead and do so. On the inhale, extend that right leg back. Notice that this is a closed hip posture, so my hip is not here. My hip is closed, my toes are erect and engaged as if there's a wall behind me. I'm grounding through my hand, I'm expanding through my heart and lengthening through my neck. I'm going to take an exhale and I'm just going to open the hip. Now I'm in an open hip posture, so just feel that difference. Inhale, close the hip. Exhale, open it. Inhale, close the hip. Exhale, open it. Inhale, close the hip, and exhale, drop the knee. So just keeping it simple, I want you to begin to understand the definition or the differentiation of internal and external rotation of part of the body and the limbs. So extend the left leg back. You're back in a closed hip posture. That hip is not open. The toes are pointing down. The foot is flexed as if there's a wall there and you're extending back. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale, open the hip. Really feel yourself open and expand that hip as if the groin is facing towards that side of wherever you are. Exhale, close the hip. Inhale, open the hip. Try to find full range of motion here. Exhale, close it. One more inhale, open it. And exhale, close it. Drop the knee. We're back in the tabletop. We're going to come right back to the right side. Inhale, extend the right leg straight back. Right foot is engaged and flexed. Exhale, open the hip. Full range of motion in the hip, or as much range of motion as you can get. You're going to bend that knee. Heel is going to come to the glute. You're going to kickstand your left shin straight back. Right hand comes to the hip. Draw the heel to the glute and hold here. Try to root through the left hand and extend through the heart. We're trying to open up through the groin now in the Savasana. So you're pressing your groin and your hips forward. And you're going to look back, see where your knee is. Make sure your knee is extending straight out of the hip. It's not trailing back behind you. Extend it right out of the hip so it's acting like your foot. And then exhale, release the foot. Now the heel is extending out of the hip. The heel is not extending behind you. So you're in a modified half moon right now. Extend the right hand, root and ground through the left, and lift through the right. Balancing here. Make sure that right shin is kickstand behind you, so that you can really find balance here. One more breath. Notice if the glutes are pressing back. Press them forward. Exhale, lower. Root the right hand back and drop the right knee. Grab your strap or whatever makeshift strap you have if you don't have a yoga strap. It's going to be kind of funny and feeling and awkward to get into this. So you're going to bind the base of your right foot and hold the strap in your right hand. You're coming right back to the posture you just came out of, but you're having a strap. Make sure your right hand is fully extended, so no bend in the elbows. And I can really feel the resistance here. I can look down at my right foot, see that right hand extended, and just feel and see where my heel is. It's extending right out of my hip. I have a full open rotation in my hip and my heart, so we're opening up through the chest and the groin as well. And then just drop the right knee. The glutes are pretty active in that, so now we're going to do it on the opposite side. You're going to see what it looks like for me from behind. I'm going to extend my left leg back. My heel is the same level as my hip. And then exhale, I'm going to open my hip. I'm going to first kickstand my right shin behind me, My left hand comes to my hip. I'm going to bend that left knee. My heel is going to come to my glute. And I'm going to work on pressing my groin forward to open up the front of my hips. Now I'm going to look back. My knee is extending out of my hip flexor. It's not trailing back here. It's extending right out. And then I'm just going to lengthen my left leg. My heel is extending out of my hip flexor now. And I'm going to extend my left hand. I'm in a modified half moon. Now you're just going to find this posture again with the strap. Lower the left foot, lower the hand, grab your strap or your makeshift strap. Loop it around your left foot. Root your right hand back into the mat and extend your left leg. Your left hand is completely extended long. You're grounding through your right hand, lifting through the heart and extending through that left leg. Continue to hold and press your groin forward as you open up the heart. Full opening through the heart, the hips, and the chest. So this is a complete hip opener and a heart opener. Feel how you ground here through the right hand and then release. The left foot, left knee comes back to the mat. We'll ground through the 5 fingers. Inhale. Find your cow pose. Tailbone draws up, heart extends, and exhale. Curl the tailbone in, head and neck. Curl and last. Relax, relax the head and neck down. No holding, just like you learned in the last video. Inhale, extend the heart up, head up, tailbone draws up, relax the shoulders down and back. Exhale, curl the tailbone in, head and neck. Curl and last, side body ribs wrap in, release, head and neck. One more, inhale. Cow pose, heart extends forward and up to the heavens, hands ground, shoulders away from the ears, tailbone draws up. Exhale, curl, tailbone in, side body ribs wrap in, head and neck come in last. Inhale, bring it back to neutral, excuse me. Exhale, child's pose. Hips kiss the heels, arms extend. For a moment here, not too long. Inhale, we're going to ripple it up, tabletop. Exhale, modified chaturanga. Shift the heart through the forearms. Hug the forearms in as you lower. Heart and belly and groin lower simultaneously. Hands on the outsides of the chest. Inhale. Bhujangasana, cobra pose. Little to no weight in the hands. Exhale, chin kisses the mat. Inhale, you rise, flat back, tabletop. And exhale, child's pose. Arms extend, hips to the heels. Inhale, ripple it up. Exhale, extend the heart forward. Hug the forearms and elbows. Come in towards the body, lower. Inhale, Bhujangasana, cobra pose, little to no weight in the hands. Exhale, chin kisses the mat. Inhale, you rise, flat back, tabletop. And exhale, child's pose, hips kiss the heels. You got one more of those. Inhale. Ripple it up with a cat spine. Exhale, extend the heart forward. And lower onto the belly. Inhale, Bhujangasana. Cobra pose, little to no weight in the hands. Exhale, chin kisses the mat. Inhale, you rise, flat back, tabletop. Exhale, child's pose. Extend the arms, relax the head and the neck back. Continue to hold here. Lengthen the breath. Inhale, ripple it up, tabletop. And exhale, we're going to tuck those toes. We're going to find our first downward facing dog. Knees are going to come up, hips rise, heels down and back. 5 fingers rooted and grounded, shoulders relaxed. Away from the ears. Pressing the heart forward towards the front of the thighs here. I have some hair on my pants, so I had to pull that off. And hold. Inhale, right heel extends up to the heavens. You are in a closed hip posture. The hip is not open. Exhale. Now you're opening up in the knee. Heel to the glute. Open up the hip now Weight is still evenly distributed in both shoulders here. Then inhale, three-legged dog, extend it back, drop that hip again. Exhale with control, lunge, step it through. You're on the ball of your back, left toe, your right foot is rooted, and your knee is directly over the ankle. So none of this, none of this. Foot completely rooted if you need to, and you step forward and that foot is shortened. Use your hand to draw it forward. Inhaling here and exhale, shift the weight to the right foot. Drag the left foot in and vertical splits. So you're in a closed hip posture. Your left hip bone is shining down. It's not opening up. Same thing like when I was on the knees. My toes are engaged, like there's a wall there. My foot is engaged. My left hip bone is shining down. Then I'm just going to open my left hip. Just open it up. Exhale, I'm going to close it. Inhale, I'm going to open it up. And exhale, I'm going to close it. One more. Inhale, let's open it up. And hold here in the opening. Heel comes to the glute. So you're just finding the same movement you did on the knee here in your vertical split. Feel yourself open up the hip. The heel comes to the glute. You're pressing that knee up. Then extend the leg straight back. Look behind you. Where's my heel at? Mine is kind of trailing back. I want it to extend out of my hip so I know to drop forward. Then exhale, turn the hip bone down. It's closed. And then step the left foot to meet its sibling. I'm in a forward fold. Now, last week in our forward folds, we had the help of our block. You can always use a block throughout the sequence if you want to. So inhale, find your halfway lift, just like you did last week in your halfway lifts and forward folds. Your hips are right over the heels. Exhale, fold. Option to micro bend those knees if your hamstrings are really tight. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, we'll just micro bend the knees. Circle sweep the hands up and over to the heavens. And then exhale, Uttanasana. We'll just pour it forward, back and down. Everything drapes. Step the right leg back. Step the left leg back. You're in a high plank. Option to come onto the knees into a modified chaturanga, or inhale, shift it forward. Hug the forearms in, lower onto the belly. Untuck the toes and inhale. Bhujangasana, relax the shoulders down. Extend and lift the heart. Little to no weight in the hands. Just gently waking up the low back. And the mid back. Exhale. Chin kisses the mat. Hands root. Tuck the toes. High plank again. Exhale, down dog. Opposite side here. Inhale, left heel comes high this time. Closed hip posture to start. Exhale, scorpion dog. Bend the knee, heel comes to the glute. Now you're in an open hip posture. That left knee is extending up to the heavens. You're pressing the thigh towards the front of the right, or you're pressing the heart towards the front of the thigh. And then inhale, extend that leg back, drop the hip, close hip, and exhale, lunge. Step it through with control. Once again, if my foot stops here, I'm going to use my left hand. I'm going to gently glide it forward to retain. Make sure my left knee is directly over the ankle. And I'm going to hold here for a breath. Take a deep inhale, and I'm going to slowly shift the weight into my left foot. I'm going to drag my right foot in. See how I'm controlling, dragging that right foot in. I'm going to pluck it up. I'm in a closed hip posture. My right hip bone is down, and my foot is engaged. And then exhale, I'm going to open up. I'm going to really lift out of my rib cage to open up that hip. Exhale, I'm going to close it. Inhale, I'm opening up, lifting out of my rib cage, lifting through the hips, turning on those inner thighs. Exhale, I'm going to close it. One more. On the inhale, I'm going to open it up. I'm going to hold here. And then exhale, I'm going to bend the knee. Heel's going to come to the glute. I'm going to look back. Where's my knee at? My knee is extending out of my hip. I'm going to extend that leg, drop the hip, and then exhale. Uttanasana, my right foot comes to meet the left leg forward, fold, drape everything down, shift the weight forward so that the hips stay stacked over the heels. Inhale. Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift, extend the heart forward, lengthen, relax the shoulders back, and exhale. Uttanasana. Inhale, micro bend the knees, circle sweep the hands up and over. We come to kiss for a moment and then exhale. Uttanasana. Dive it forward fold. Drape everything down, down, down. Relax. This time step the left leg back. Right leg back, high plank. Option to come onto the knees. Inhale, shift it forward. Exhale, hug the forearms in as you lower. Untuck the toes. Make sure those toes are untucked. Inhale, Bhushangasana to start. Option for up dog if you like. Opening up through the chest. I'm going to flip toes. Exhale, down dog. Find that breath. Inhale, we'll extend the right leg. And exhale, scorpion dog, bend the knee. Now we're opening up the hip. It's an open hip posture. Drawing the belly towards the front of the thigh. Pressing that left knee up, right knee up, excuse me. Inhale, extend the right leg back, three-legged dog. Exhale, drop the hip, closed hip posture. And step it through, warrior two. Drop your back left heel. And then inhale, circle sweep the hands up and over, warrior two. Heel to heel placement or heel to inside of foot. Dropping in and bending into the knee, dropping into that right knee. Getting nice and deep and where it feels accessible and comfortable for you. Drawing the tailbone down slightly, groin extending forward and extending the arms, relax the shoulders. On the inhale, extend the right hand forward, then pour it up, exalt your warrior. Left hand comes to the back of the left thigh. Go for length and the right hand comes high. Exhale, right hand comes to the back of the heart. Press the forehead and the back of the head into that forearm. Open up through the entire side body here. Inhale, bring it back, warrior two, and exhale. Side angle. Right arm comes to the inside of the right bent knee. Left hand extends. Continue to hold. Now we learn these postures, foundational postures, in class 1 of this 3-week intro series. So if you need a little reminder, a refresher, you can always watch that class 1 again. Inhale, bring it back to your warrior two and straight into your exalted warrior. Exhale, pour it forward and coming straight back to your side angle. Inhale, bring it back to warrior two and lengthen out the right leg. Trikonasana triangle pose. Hands comes to the hips, tilt the pelvis. Keep tilting the pelvis and then lower the right hand when the pelvis doesn't want to tilt anymore. And the left hand comes high. Triangle pose. Holding here, relaxing that shoulder down and back. On the inhale, bend or draw the left hand to the hip. Bend the right knee. Root the right hand on the front of the right foot, heel toe. The left foot in slowly, half moon. Pick up the left foot. So you were here before on the knees. Now you're coming to the extended posture. Look back at your left heel. Make sure it's extending out of the hip and it's not trailing behind you. Use your core and engage it to lift the left foot. And then bend the knee. Heel to the glute, just like we did on the knees. Continue to hold. Exhale, extend it out. Lower the left hand, close the hip. So the hip is closed now. Let's hop back a little bit. So you're in a closed hip posture now. And then inhale. Root the left hand, right hand comes up. Revolved half moon. So a lot of balance here. Relaxing that shoulder down and back. Only here for a moment. Close. Right hand comes down. You're going to open that left hip again, and the left hand comes to the hip. Gently with control, step the left leg back. Warrior two. Lengthen out the right leg. Lower the hands and grab your strap. You're going to bind the strap around the base of your left foot. Loop it around. Grab the strap. Once again, make sure the left hand is completely extended, so no bending at all in the elbow. Grab left strap if you need to keep that extended arm. And you're in your warrior two. Just your right arm is extended. You have the strap in the opposite hand. And we're going to heel toe the left foot in, lower the right hand, and come back to our half moon with the strap. The strap is creating resistance. It's going to help us to keep making sure that we're extending that heel out of the hip so we can feel it a little bit more if it's trailing back behind us because it pulls on the strap. It's also giving us resistance so we're a little bit more compact. It's a little bit easier to hold. Feel yourself spin, open the hips, the heart. The left foot is still engaged. Use your core to lift that left foot up 1 more inch. Then step it back, warrior two. Keep grabbing that strap. Feel the resistance on the left side body with the strap. So feel how it's length, it follows the length of the whole left side body. Right hand extends, and that's the slant that you want to follow. In your warrior two, you can really feel if you're here, because the strap's going to pull you. People tend to extend their heart forward. You want to keep your hips, your shoulders right over the hips, and you want to feel this nice long line on the left side. You're just going to release the strap from here. Warrior two. Exhale, let's windmill the hands down. Don't worry about your strap, just leave it where it is at. And we'll lunge, revolve, twist. Left hand roots on the inside, right hand comes up. So we were here last week in class 2. We were doing different modifications of revolve twist here. Exhale, lower the right hand. Push the right hand into the earth and pick up that right leg. You're back in a down dog, only for a moment though. Inhale, we'll ripple it forward. High plank. Shift forward and lower on the exhale. Inhale, Bhushandasana, Cobra Pose, little to no weight in the hands. Exhale, chin kisses the mat. Inhale, 5 fingers root on the outside of the chest, tuck the toes, and then rise. High plank. Down dog, opposite side. I'm just going to move my strap to prepare me for the opposite side so you can unwind that strap from the foot now. Inhale, left heel comes high, closed hip to start, and then exhale, open it up, scorpion dog, bend the knee, heel to the glute. Make sure you're not just dropping all the way into the right shoulder. Make sure it's evenly distributed and hold. Inhale, extend the left leg back, and exhale. Step it through with control. Coming into our warrior two. Drop, drop, drop the right heel. Open it up. Warrior two, I see you. Bending through the left knee this time. Right foot is parallel to the back of your mat. Finding that natural slope through the right side. Tailbone, right tailbone is dropped down, or the tailbone is dropped down, groin is open. Bending into the left knee and extending the arms. Relaxing through the shoulders, and the eye gaze pierce over the left hand. Inhale, extend the left hand and exalt your warrior. Right hand comes to the back of the thigh, left hand extends to the heavens. Open up that that left inner thigh. Exhale, pour it down, side angle. Left elbow comes to the inside of the knee, right hand comes up. We're not just resting on the left knee though, actively twisting still. Right side body coming up to the heavens. Inhale, we'll take it straight back. Exalted warrior. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, I'll bring it back, warrior two, hands to my hips, lengthen out the left leg. I like to just shorten my distance for my triangle pose, so I'm going to heel toe my right foot in just a little bit. Get those hips. So you see how this right one wants to bang out. I want them to be somewhat neutral. And then I'm going to tilt them. Coming to your triangle pose, you're going to slowly begin to tilt your pelvis as you extend your left hand. Tilt, 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 tilt. When your pelvis no longer wants to tilt, you lower that left hand. If you are double jointed like myself, bend the knee lightly and the right hand comes up. Triangle pose, twisting and lifting, twisting and lifting. Inhale. Right hand comes to the hip, gently bend your left knee and root your left hand on front or in front of your left foot. Heel toe the right foot in. So notice I make sure that I have 2 points of contact to the earth before I pick up the third option. My hands on my left foot, and then I'm going to pick up my right foot. For my half moon, I'm in an open hip posture. My hips are completely open, my heart is open. I'm going to extend my right hand for my full half moon. Find balance, keep your right foot engaged and flex like there's a wall there that's going to help you. And then I'm just going to bend my knee. My heel is going to come to my glute and I'm going to just gently take a peek behind me. Where's my knee at? I'm going to make sure it's poking out of my hip. Continue to hold. And then extend that right leg back, right hand, and exhale. Lower the hip. Lower the hand. I'm going to hop back so you can see me. So my right hip is now lowered, my right hand is lowered. My right foot is still engaged as I come to revolve. I'm going to root my right hand, extend my left for my revolved half moon. Continue to hold. Everything is engaged. That's going to make the body light. Exhale, I'm going to lower my left hand. I'm going to open my hip, use my core to really open that hip. Right hand comes back to the hip. Bend the left knee and step it back. Warrior two. Extending the hands, warrior two. Now I'm going to grab my strap again. I'm going to bind the base of my back right foot. Loop it. My feet are still parallel, and I'm going to come to my warrior two variation, making sure my right hand is completely extended. I'm going to bend into my left knee for my warrior two, and then I'm going to extend my left hand. Eye gaze looking over my left hand. Holding here as I drop. Take an inhale as you move into your half moon. Slowly heel toe the right foot in. As you lower the left hand, 2 points of contact before you pick up the third. I'm going to slowly drag and pluck my right foot up and extend it back. I can feel my heel engaged, my foot engaged. I can feel my heel. Yeah, it's outside of my hip. Whew. It's extending right out of my hip. I'm lifting through my heart, opening up, spinning open my hip flexors. Give me 2 rounds of breath here. Inhale for 1. And exhale. Inhale for 2. And exhale, lower the foot. Find warrior 2 again. Adjusting, drawing the hands down longer to keep that right hand extended and to retain the shoulders staying over the hips and not extending too far forward. I'm going to release my strap. Full warrior 2 and exhale. Windmill the hands down to frame the left foot. I'm going to come on the ball of my right toe, so now I'm in a low lunge. And I'm going to extend my left hand high, modified or full revolve twist. On the next exhale, I'm going to lower my left hand, push it into the earth like I drag and pluck the left leg back. Back in my down dog, I'm going to move the strap off of my mat. And then inhale, ripple it forward, high plank. Exhale, lower onto the belly. Inhale, Bhujangasana. Option for up dog. Exhale, drop the knees. Hips to the heels, arms extend. Child's pose. Open the hips or the knees wide as you extend the arms. Find a little bit of movement in the hips and the breath. Keep the breath long. Inhale and triple it forward and up. And exhale. Tap the toes. Downward facing dog. Inhale, we'll find a pigeon pose. Right heel comes high, and then exhale. You're going to step your right shin to the mat. Your knee is going to come to the back of your right wrist. You're going to tuck your left toe, tuck and drag. Tuck and drag. Tuck and drag to get the hips down. You're going to lift the heart. If this is really painful in your knee, or it feels like excruciating pain in the hip, you will feel a pretty tender sensation, but if it feels anything like pain, I want you to come out of it. You're going to hold here and just let the hips sink. Then, if you want to, you can stay here, you can drop the forearms down. We're going to be here for 3 rounds of breath. Continue to stay consistent with the breath. Inhale, lift the heart, lift the head, root the hands if you came down. Go ahead and tuck the back left toe. Left knee rises, 3-legged dog. Right leg comes high and just roll out the hip. And exhale, lower the right leg. Opposite side, left heel comes high. And exhale, pigeon pose. Opposite side, left shin comes down and the knee comes to the back of the left wrist. Drag and pluck. Drag and pluck the right heel and leg back. Get nice and lifted. Here, and then when you're ready, come onto the forearms. 3 rounds of breath here. Inhale, come onto the hands, lift the heart, lift the head, tuck the back right toe, right knee rises, 3-legged dog, left leg comes out, roll out the hip. And exhale, down dog. And just come onto the knees, child's pose, hips extend to the heels, third eye drops, arms come down to the side of the body, prayer pose. Just draw the backs of the hands, the low back, palms facing up, and invite the elbows in towards the thighs with the shins. the hands. Wiggle it up. And we'll slowly come down onto our glutes, legs extended. Arms extended, palms facing up towards the heavens, and again, in a receiving motion, slowly drape it back, vertebrae by vertebrae. Back of the heart kisses the mat. Hug the knees into the chest. Rock it left and right, left and right. And root the feet. Make sure the feet are no wider than hip width distance apart. And the knees are stacked right on top of the heels. Arms are going to come to the outsides of the hips. And you're going to find a bridge pose. Raise the hips. Grounding through the feet. Relaxing somewhat through the glutes and turning on the inner thighs. Keep your breath long. And lower the mid-back, the low back, and the glutes into the earth. Option to windshield wiper the knees left and right if you like. And releasing through the low back. Second bridge pose, ground through the feet, lift through the hips. And relax the hands. Now here you're going to inhale, lift the hands. Exhale, draw them straight back. Grab opposite elbows over the head and continue to lift the hips. And release the elbows, snow angel the hands down as you simultaneously lower the mid-back, the low back, and the glutes. Straight from here, hug the knees in behind, grab in behind the knees. Rock and roll left and right, and then slowly begin to rock towards the right into a twist. Hands are going to open wide like a T, and your eye gaze is going to point the opposite direction of the knees, so towards the left. Option to take the right hand to the outside of the left knee. And release, come back to neutral, and take it to the opposite side. Supine to the left, float the knees to the left. No need to hold anything up, passive posture. Extend the right hand and look over the right palm. You can feel free to start to close the eyes here as we wind down. Release, come back to neutral. Let's hug the knees in one final time. And Find our Savasana. Extend the legs long. Option to keep the knees bent if you have a sensitive low back, or you can draw the bottoms of the feet together, knees wing out, coming into your meditation here. Keep the breath long as you relax the body into the mat. Feel free to stay here if you'd like to journey into your meditation a little bit deeper. Or begin to wiggle the toes and fingers as you roll to the left or the right side into a fetal position. And coming to a seated position at the top of your mat when you're ready. I invite you to close your practice with whatever hand mudra feels intuitive to you. Hand mudra being a hand prayer. Traditionally, hands are drawn at heart center, a little space in between the palms, thumbs pressing into the heart center. Close the eyes here and take a deep inhale in through the nostrils. Exhale out of the mouth, Uche. We'll each repeat one time. I've done my best. I leave the rest. Namaste. If you enjoyed the way this sequence made you feel, go ahead and give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe so that you never miss movement with Yoga by Biola every Monday. I'll be coming back at you next week with a new video. Any comments, requests, go ahead and drop them in the description box or in the comment box below. And don't forget to follow your girl on Instagram at Yoga by Biola for daily ascension tips and tricks. I'll see you guys very soon. Have a beautiful day.